All right, hello ladies and gentlemen. This is section 7.4 of Mrs. Quinn's Algebra II class, and today we're going to talk about compound interest. I'd like you to go ahead and put the video on pause and write down all these formulas and what each variable represents. All right, go ahead and press play, and let's try a couple. First off, Fan has invested, Fan has invested $4,000 in an account with an annual yield of 6.2%. If she's investing $4,000, that means that $4,000 is her principal. If she gets an annual yield of 6.2%, that's going to be my rate once I change it to a decimal. So to change from a percent to a decimal, I need to move my decimal place 2 places. So I get 0.062. Next, I know time is 4 years. And finally, if I'm looking for how much she has in her account, that is her A value, her end amount. So I'm looking for A. So to plug into my equation, I have A equals principal of 4,000 times 1 plus my rate raised to the power of, time, which is 4. Now, order of operations is what I'm going to use here. Order of operations says that I have to simplify what's inside my parentheses first. So I'm going to do this part first. 1 plus 0.062 is 1.062. Then, order of operations tells me to do my exponents. So now I'm going to raise 1.062 to the power of 4, and I get 1.272, etc. Then when I finally multiply by 4,000, I end up with 5,088.12 cents. Now remember that when banks are paying on a loan, they round down. When they're charging interest, they actually round up. So this is going to be my solution right here. When it's money that they're paying you, round down. Now, if I wanted to know how much interest Fan earned in the 4th year, first I need to find out how much she has in year 3. And then I could just multiply that by her rate. So first of all, let's find the amount she has in year 3. We'll take 4,000 and multiply it by 1.062 to the power of 3. That would be how much she earned in 3 years. And then I'm going to simplify 1.062 to the power of 3, multiply it by 4,000, and at the end of 3 years, she has $4,791, and 8 cents. And then, if that's at the end of the 3rd year, to find her amount of interest, I would need to take this amount, A, and multiply it by her rate. So go ahead and multiply this right here by 0.062. Let me write it right here. 0.062, and I end up with $297.04. That's how much interest Fan earned in the 4th year. It's pretty good. All right. How about a bank? A bank is offering a 6-month certificate paying an annual interest rate of 4.3. Find the value of this CD in 6 months if 500 is invested. So first off, I know my principal is 500. I know my rate. I change it to a decimal, 0.043. And my time in years, how much would 6 months be in a year? Hopefully 1/2. And then I'm looking for A when I have 500 times 1 plus 0.043 raised to the power of 1/2. Order of operations. It says I simplify here first. Then I do my exponent. 1.043 to the power of 0.5 or 1/2 gives me 500 times 1.021. Your end amount should be $510.63. So you got $10.63 out of the deal. All right. Now let's talk about a savings bond. Savings bond pays 6% annually and will pay the owner $1,000 after 10 years. How much does the owner of the bond have to invest now? So we're looking at different information here. I know this is how much I end up with. I know my rate. I change it to a decimal, 0.06. I know my time is 10. And I'm actually looking for the principal, agreed? So when I plug into my equation, I have 1,000 equals P times 1 plus 0.06, and I'm raising that to the power of 10. So again, my first step is to add what's inside my parentheses, and I get 1.06 to the power of 10. Now I could raise that to the power of 10, and 1.06 to the power of 10. My calculator does not want to show me. Hang on. Since your calculator probably won't show you either, let's go ahead and just simply divide both sides of the equation by this value right here. So on your calculator, go ahead and do 1,000 divided by, put your parentheses, 1.06 to the power of 10, close your parentheses and hit enter. And I end up with a principal amount of $558.39. So we solve for a different variable there. All right. Last one here. Fan bought a $1,050 stereo system on store credit with annual interest of 15%. She made no payments for 5 months, then she paid the entire bill. How much did she have to pay? How much did Fan's delay in paying cost her? We're going to go over both of these tomorrow in class, but I want you to think about them. First of all, how would the delay affect her? And the second thing I want you to think of is the fact that we didn't do any compound that was other than annual yet. So we only used our first equation so far, not the second one. All right, so for tomorrow, I would like you to try these 3 questions to the best of your ability, and we'll go over these and go back to number 5. All right, you have a good evening, and I will see you tomorrow.